Alright traders, I'm back. So last night we did a back test of the pound Aussie, and if you watched the video you recall that we had a trade setting up. It was here at the L24 inside of a red zone. I said the entry be 56, so 56 with a 20 pip stop is 76, so it stopped out. A re-entry gets you back in at 76 and you got your target. So right there we had in real time one loss and one win. So that brings that pair from an original 100 pip loss down to only a 20 pip loss. Now I want to share one more thing with you. So I've made some notes and how I could incorporate some additional filters into this. One thing I looked at was using the moving average, this one, on both the daily and weekly for trend direction. So if I'm above the daily, then I'm not going to be taking trades out of the red zones unless I have a zone inside of a zone. Okay? If I'm below, I'm only going to be taking shorts. And then in addition, I would use the 200 period on the hourly, and I would say if I'm 75 pips away, if my entry is 75 pips away from the 200 period moving average on the hourly, I just won't take the trade. So let's take a look at this pair one more time here. We actually did have a zone inside the zone setup here, and this is actually one I would have taken. And here's an example of where I am below the moving average on the daily. So maybe I don't want to take those at all, right? So this is where just the testing comes into play. And one thing that I thought would be really cool, and I don't want to bore you guys to death, but here's one thing that I've learned in trading. The boring stuff is the important stuff. Okay? A lot of you guys don't want to put the work in, and I hate to say that, but it's true. You don't want to put the work in, but you expect success. Well, guys, that's illogical, right? And what I mean is you don't want to spend the time back testing. So one thing that I thought we could do is we could back test this together, right? Because this is the only time that I have right now to build this thing out. So it has to be done sometime. The only issue is these videos are going to get really long. So just let me know if you guys are interested. Just leave a comment, whatever, with a yes, no, whatever, okay? All right, so the next pair up is going to be the pound CAD, I believe. Let me load that up. Okay, here we are, the pound CAD. So I'm here in September. Same rules apply. So let's get started on our back test here. All right. So I did have a L24 inside of this zone, but that was prior to September, so I'm not going to count that. Waiting for fresh zones. Okay, I've got an L24 inside of this zone, so I'd have an order here at 61. Okay, I'd be filled 61 to 41, so I'm stopped out, so there's a loss. I'd be back in at 41. And let's see, what, 59.41. Oh, easy target hit. So there's a win. So one loss, one win. Okay, I have a L24 in here. I've got another one. Clearly a news bar. Probably would not be trading the news, but we're just going to go ahead and count it. 2 losses. There's a nice move out off of an L24, just no zone there. Okay, that's within 2 pips, so there's 2 losses. Must also have been news around this time, maybe some European news. Clearly we're not going to trade around news, right? Okay, those are not 2 pips away. Here's another situation where we have a moving average and a L24, right? So like you have some confluence here. It may not be a bad place to be looking for trades. This might be one to add, right? Oh, you know what else? I'm inside of a weekly sell zone. Just need to watch for a zone inside the zone, which I do not get. Nice move out of this buy zone down here. What is up with the pound pairs? Those are some tough ones. The one I did last night was a pound pair, and it was a very similar deal, just really choppy. Not a lot of opportunities. You got an L24 inside of here. Again, right at 3 o'clock. Must have been some more news, but we're going to go ahead and count the losses. 2 more losses. So you'd have a trade here. I don't know if I'd be filled there or not, but I'm going to go ahead and just assume that we can get filled. So I'd be in at 69.08. It would have hit to the penny down there. Probably would not have been filled here for the short, and definitely would not have been filled here down here. But that is exactly your 100 pip target. Oh wait, I'm inside of a weekly sell zone and a daily sell zone. So be looking for fresh. Oh, you know what? Let's go back and look at this. I actually would have taken a trade here. Sorry, guys. I would have taken this trade because I'm inside of a weekly sell zone, so I would definitely have had those 2 losses regardless. Okay. Okay, could have a trade here, but never sets up. Have 2 losses right there. And then 2 more here. I got an L24 inside of a zone here at 26. That clearly hits target. There's a win. Would have had a zone inside of a zone here if it had pulled back. let's see, that zone is, the weekly zone is 67.19. That is not 2 pips away. Okay, I do have an L24 right there. So I'd be in at 22. It comes down to 21. That's a tough one. I counted the last one as a loss, so we're going to count that as a win. The one I count as a loss is one I probably wouldn't have been filled on anyway. But if we look at this, let's see. 22. Yeah. All right, so I could look for a short again here. Actually, you know what? I'd be looking for a long right here because I got an L24 inside the zone. So I'd be in at 70. Stop would be 50, so I'd be stopped out. So there's a loss. Loss number 14. I'd be back in at 50. And stopped out again. Wait, hold on. Here, check this out, guys. I screwed up. It kind of sucks sometimes to do back testing in front of people. Okay, so I take whatever the first trade available is. And in this case, it's the zone inside the zone. I would have been filled on this short right here on this bar. You can see it goes through. This clearly sets up before this. And if you look at the daily 10 period, I am below the daily 10 period. I'm above the weekly. But I'm inside of a weekly sell zone. So my entry would have been right here at 31, and that comes down and does hit the target. Okay, I'm moving forward. Okay, I could look for another sell zone because I am inside of a sell zone on the weekly. Okay, here's an L24 within 2 pips. Never sets up. This sell zone doesn't count because it's not a fresh one. Ah, it's too bad. This would have been a great trade right here at the L24. Or maybe not. Okay, sell zone inside the weekly right here. My entry would have been 24, 69.24. So I'm looking for 68.24, which I don't get. And I'd be stopped out. So there's 2 stops. Okay, I'm back inside of another weekly sell zone. We've got an L24 right there. But it's not going to come back and set up. Ooh, check it out. Weekly sell zone and L24 inside. So I'd be short here at 91, and that clearly hits target. Okay. We have a daily buy zone now. So I'm in the daily buy zone right here. But I have an L24 right here. I doubt I would have been filled on that, huh? That's a shame. That is to the penny. Most likely wouldn't have been filled. They print one here. Again, this is definitely a news bar, but I'll go ahead and count the 2 losses. I think if I took out the news trades, I'd save myself 6 losses so far. Okay, I can look for another sell zone, which is right here. So I could be short here at 04, stop 24, and I'd be re-entered at 24, target. So 1 loss, 1 win. Okay, I got another. Okay, those are 3 pips away. All right, let's look at this one. So the zone here is 71. Okay, yeah, so I don't even have a zone inside a zone, so I don't have anything to do here. All right, look at this, guys. I do have an L24 right here. I would have filled. You see that wick through here? So it would have filled here at 31. Would have gone 10 pips against me. Still not stopped out. And target hit. Let's double check that one. Would have been in at 31. Goes down to 16. It was about 16 pips against me. And then goes up and easily hits target. Alright. Now I can look for a sell zone if it sets up. Okay, I've got one right here. But it's not inside the weekly zone. Okay, I got an L24 inside of the zone here. There's 2 losses. Okay, this is inside the zone. I need to move back into here, which I never get. Darn. 3 pips away. And that's it. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20 losses, 7 wins. So that's going to be 400 pips and losses, 700 pips and wins, so 300 pip total. So look, gang, here's what I want to do. I got a couple more pairs I want to go through, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my spreadsheet out, and I'm going to start actually adding these into a spreadsheet so that I can add some filters and start really testing this. Because think about the power of this, guys. If you're trading, say, a $2,500 account, and you're willing to risk, say, 1.5% of that, 2,500 times 0.015. So basically, you could trade 2 contracts on this, so 2 mini lots. In 3 months, guys, that's 600 pips. So you made $600 in 3 months. Plus, we had our other pairs that we've done. We've only had 1 pair in the red, and after the winner last night, it's only in the red 20 pips. This is really seriously kicking some ass. This is a great little system, and I heard back from my programmer. He's getting it wrapped up on NinjaTrader. I have to send him a few things tonight, but hopefully he'll have it done soon. All right, gang, have a great rest of your day. Catch you tomorrow.